Hello and welcome to ZeldaSpeedRuns. Today we're pleased to bring you another Minish Cap Randomizer tournament match. It is... Oh, sorry for the static. It is Swiss Round 3. Almost done. I think we have one more match after this one, and we have Hendrus versus Smash Breaks. And I am joined on commentary today by Myth. And how you doing today?
Hey, how's it going?
I'm pretty good, so I'm happy I could restream this. So, is that static? Who's that? I'm hearing some static, so...
It's not coming from me, is it?
I don't know. Hopefully things are okay. Should be a hype match. This is a Hayden seed, just so that everyone's forewarned. So I did hear that the last one that Hayden rolled, that both runners actually ran, even though it was from their previous match that had to get rescheduled because Smash Breakson was having some issues with his OBS with the delay, that it was actually a Jet seed. So either Hayden's losing his touch or the BS is back. So we will have yet to see.
Yeah, we got about another minute left before they get going. But yeah, this is going to be the second to last round 3 match. We have one more after this, which will be
is it Candy Crystal?
Sharky. It's Sharky versus Candy Crystal.
Yes,
yeah.
That's tomorrow. That we have, yeah.
Yeah, so this match, Hendrus versus Breakson, is going to decide a lot of the 2-in-1 matches that are going to be in the next round. Because both of these are 1-in-1 at the moment, so obviously one's going to win, one's going to lose.
So does it look like...
Unless we have a draw.
So
could have the first draw of the tournament.
I don't know about that. Do you think chickens are going to be required today? Because that hash is kind of interesting.
Oh yeah, early flippers into required cuckoos. Let's do this.
It looks like we are off, so I will talk to you later. Thank you.
Right, what do we get in Link's house? Nothing just yet. Gonna have to continue that on into town before we get our progression. It might be up in Wind Tribe though. We're just going to be doing standard early game route. Oh, there's our mitts. Okay, so Hendrus finds the mitts at Cafe Lady, and Breakson finds the sword in up in Wind Tribe at the beginning. Hendrus is going to immediately follow up on that. You're not going to be missing out on either of those 2 items for very long. Very interesting how the scene is going to develop right at the start. There we get our elements checked off. Didn't quite see what that was. I believe it's not... Okay, it's not required fortress, not required royal crypt. And we have our check of the Rupee Cave by Link's house as well. 2 heart containers are very healthy. And a kinstone, which looked like it was a Clown Top kinstone. Yeah, just trying to piece this together now. Where do we go? What is this seed gonna try and tell us to do? Breakson skipping the mitt? They're not skipping the mitts. They're gonna go and get them in a minute. They're just going to be... Oh no! There's a bomb bag! Uh-oh! Yeah, that's bad. I was like, as long as they don't find a bomb bag here, they're good. Because they were gonna get the the items here, then head over to town. But yeah, that's just... gonna be pushing them away from town and then mix for a little bit. Yeah, Hendrus checks the shop is also junk. I think that was a check of Juliet as well. I don't think that was anything. There was the boots as well. Oh, sorry, we got the boots in at the beginning of the seed. Both of them have it. But yeah, Hendrus, following that progression, using the mitts, check the mitts caves in town. You want to be following your most recent item progression. So if you get some items like a sword there, you want to be following that up. So yeah, Brayson finds that green sword in Minish Woods at the back of the Galari area. That is locked by the bomb bag. So if Hendrus decides to not go and check the Eastern Hills area, that could hurt them, because if they go round to Minish Woods, they may not have access to the Galari area at all until they head all the way back, and that could lose a lot of time. And Brayson also picks up the remote bombs from Bellari. That's a vanilla remote bombs. Very, very nice being able to have bombs early in the seed. Yeah, those mitts didn't return anything useful in town. It does look like that you just want to head over to the Minish Loop to get your progression. Yeah, that is right. The fortress is not a required element, so we don't necessarily need the mitts at all for this seed. It just depends if there are going to be any items locked behind mitts locking. And that was a spin attack for Smash, again in Minish Woods. That is where we want to be heading off to. That opens up a few checks in Trilby, but more importantly, when they get the red sword, that's going to give access to us to Woods. Okay, Hendrus picks up a Kinstone in the Tingle Trees. Going to be checking his Kinstone bag there. Yep, that is a Cloudtop's Kinstone. Getting the Kinstones that we want to see. Yeah, we do have a required Palace. Palace is required this seed. It's Palace, Cave of Flames, Temple of Droplets, and Deepwood that are required. Royal Crypt and Fortress are not required. Oh! And there's a lantern and a bottle in Minish Woods for Brayson. That is a lot of progression over here in Minish Woods that Hendrus is desperately missing out on and didn't get. But at the same time, Brayson also missed out on the Like Cave because they don't have their mitts yet. Yeah, Nora, if you just swap the last two elements around, the Palace of Winds is the element and... Oh, not the elements, but the dungeons. Octo's fine. Palace wants to be a element. The Earth element, and then, yeah, Royal Crypt is not an element. Can't get that bottle? Yeah, no, we do not have any way of getting to that bottle just yet. Oh, we did also get a power bracelet, so didn't quite see where we got that picked up, but Hendrus grabbed that. And there is another bomb bag at Grimblade. So Hendrus's first bomb bag wasn't in South Huddlefield like Brayson was. It's instead going to be in the Castle Garden. And Brayson found a Castle Wilds Kinstone somewhere. But they just picked up their second Cloudtop Kinstone as well. They got the two Cloudtop Kinstones that Hendrus got, and also found an extra Castle Wilds Kinstone. Oh, there was a bottle in the Lon Lon pot. Yeah, that bottle is gonna be telling to be heading over to Castle Wilds. Yeah, but they do have their lantern again, and again, follow your most recent item progression. For Blade is locked by the lantern. Probably see them go into town and do a couple of checks in town as well. They definitely want to go to the cafe lady and get their mitts from them because they're still missing out on that. Yeah, Hendrus picks up his second bomb bag and is going to be doing the reverse Minish loop, just like Breakson did earlier. And the question is going to be, what does Breakson do after they finish up in the Castle Garden here? If they're going to head into town and get some chicks in town, or if they're going to immediately go over to Lower Krenel. They have Lower Krenel open with that bottle. Yeah, Hendrus will be picking up their green sword here. We saw Breakson pick that up earlier. And there is also going to be a heart container as well outside Deepwood. We had lots of heart containers really early on in the seed, like Breakson's already on 7 and Hendrus is on 6. If you're on 6 or so hearts, 6 or 7 hearts in under 10 minutes, that's a very healthy seed, and you don't really need any more health than that. Any more is just luxury over. You can play more reckless and not really mind too much. But yeah, with those remotes, doing underneath the skull is a very quick check when you have remote bombs, so it's worthwhile to wait on this under the skull until you get your remotes. But once you get your remotes, go and do it because it'll be fast. Hendrus trying to head over to Deepwood, but does not have a flipper, their flippers or a jabber nut yet. He will not be able to head it over into the entrance yet. Waveblade. We don't know if there's something on Waveblade yet. We don't have access to that. But yeah, definitely with the hearts, they could have 10 hearts before they get access to Waveblade. Breakson is in town. They did pick up their mitts, luckily. Yeah, missing out on your mitts on the cafe lady is a big oof. You should not be skipping the cafe lady. And gonna be collecting all of these items from Swiftblade's dojo. All but one item. They need to come back when they have their cape eventually. Yeah, Breakson just doing the quick checks here in town. Gonna be doing the half ledge and only getting a single green rupee off of that. Minish Woods. I think they must have done the like cave on the way through as well. Oh, Hendrus didn't check the like cave. I thought he went through Minish Woods really quickly. Yeah, that's not great. That was a big advantage that he had. If he finds something there, then Breakson would have had to take a while to go back and get that. But wait, Hendrus, remotes. Hendrus, you have remotes. Hendrus is doing a Nesman. Reminder to everyone, you can press select to switch out your regular bombs for remote bombs on the pause menu. He's trying to show off doing roll lifts, but he's not getting half of them, so... Yeah, doing roll lifts there is slower than just doing the room normally. And that's if you nail every single one of your roll lifts. And for every roll lift you fail, you lose a second. So if you only get half of the roll lifts, you lose a huge amount of time there. And doing it without remotes as well just takes like twice as long. Okay, Greatson instead is going to be heading over to Minish Woods to the Nitz Cave here. Yeah, Trilby's definitely the play. It's locked by the most items, which is a sword and the spin attack. The spin attack is somewhere in Minish Woods, so I would have been. I should have. Kind of surprised Breakson decided to come back, check that like cave out. I would have expected them to head over to Minish Woods. To Lower Krenel, because they could have done the checks on Trilby there and then done Lower Krenel. Though I do see why you maybe don't want to rush to Lower Krenel immediately. Like, if any of these guys finds the grip ring, it's going to be pretty standard start to the sea where you skip Lower Krenel and then go up to the Krenel Beanstalk. Krenel Beanstalk's going to have red swords that you've got Western Woods access and can go from there. Hendrus is going to be doing Simon. Doing Simon rather early. I mean, you do have your green sword, it's not too bad. It's not as awful as trying to do it with Smith's sword. Going to be saving right before he opens the chest. And that's okay! Bravo, Hendrus. Oh boy. Oh. Hendrus won his a match in the first tournament against Goomba because there was a cane on Simon Simulation that Goomba last locationed. And Hendrus has done it again. He's found another cane in Simon Simulation. Yeah, no, that's going to be hurting Breakson because it's quite unlikely that they're going to find the grip ring here. If they don't find the grip ring, then they're just going to lose a huge amount of time here in Lower Krenel. Whereas with the cane, Hendrus does have a couple more checks they can do in the overworld, but really it's pushing them towards Mount Krenel, up to Cave of Flames, and then they're going to be able to get their first element done. We see a mushroom in town. Champagnon. Yeah, hand that mushroom in immediately. It is a quick check. Just go talk to Rem. Yeah, question is for Hendrus is how long did okay, that was a bow butterfly that they got from Rem. But yeah, the question is how long do they spend in town and doing other things before they head over to Mount Krenel? And the answer is not very long, so they're going to go there right now. Yeah, Hendrus with a clear advantage here at this point. I think if Breakson finds a grip ring here, that will help them a bit, but it's going to be a while before they head back to town and get that cane. I think the best thing for Breakson right now, actually, is to find absolutely nothing here, and it will just hold them back to town. If there's anything else, if there's like a cane, if there's a cape, if there's basically any kind of progression here, it's going to hurt Breakson. Yeah, Hendrus does have remote bombs, but I'm going to be ripping him for this after the match during the interview because yeah, you do not want to be using regular bombs in general use when you have remote bombs available. Okay, that's a great spin for Breakson. if there's something in Cave of Flames, it's terrible. It's not that terrible because sure, Hendrus will have will be the first into Cave of Flames, but like everything isn't going to be in Cave of Flames. There's going to be more plays. We're less than 20 minutes into the seed. There's going to be plays and gambles to be made later on in the seed that Gregson can do to catch up. Gregson's best bet right now is to get that cane as quickly as possible, and for them, the quickest way of doing that is going to be getting nothing here in Kreml. Maybe Grip Ring. Maybe the Grip Ring, but then the Grip Ring will just let Hendrus get up and down Krenel even faster. So it's hard to say. Yeah, so Hendrus is actually manually marking their tracker. They don't have auto-tracking enabled, so they manually marked the remote bombs on their tracker. They know they have remote bombs, yet they're not using them. Even in a room like this, where you're using multiple bombs, you might think, oh, it might be a better idea to use multiple regular bombs, because you can place multiple regular bombs, whereas you can only ever place one remote bomb at it. But still, with remote bombs, it's even faster. Oh, Gregson? Gregson UK? Okay, yeah, they just full cleared everything there. Yeah, just double checking to make sure that they have nothing else left to do, and they're going to be heading over to town. Doing Simon now? I'm pretty sure they don't have anything else available. Oh, Smash, where are you going? Okay, they've got one check here. Yeah, okay, they blew this up but didn't get the item. You need to go and do Simon, that's your progression. That's where the cane is. Oh yeah, that's right. If you have the if you have the shields, then you can keep going where Smash was going and get the Deku scrub on Mount Krenel. But yeah, you need the shield for it, so there's no point in keeping going. No, Brayson. Simon, do Simon. Yeah, on their tracker, they have Simon available, and they're going in there to do it. She's going to be using remote bombs, just running around using those bombs. But they've got Great Spin. This is exactly the point that you want to do Simons, because you've got Great Spin, you've got Green Sword. Fastest way of doing it is charge up Great Spin and just run around and kill everything. And there's your cane. Now, with Hendrus wasting time using regular bombs everywhere when they could be using remote bombs, Gregson could be catching up a bit here, but yeah, the question for Gregson is, do they immediately rush back to Cave of Flames? They've just gone through Krenel a little bit now, and having to backtrack through all of that, those rooms that they've already gone through, and not get any items along the way because they're just going to be backtracking. You don't really want to be doing that now that you've just got the cane. There's a couple more things that are available in logic to them here. The only thing Hendrus did in town was the school roof. As soon as they did the school, then they came up to Cave of Flames. So if Gregson finds a grip ring over here, that's big. That's going to let them rush up to Cave of Flames a lot faster than Hendrus gone to Cave of Flames with. Okay, Hendrus Interesting play from Hendrus here. They're saving before Cave of Flames to go and do Malari's Mines. Which is very interesting because Cave of Flames is a required dungeon. They have it marked as a required dungeon. But they, yeah, you would normally just do Cave of Flames now. Then when you've got the boss done, then you can do Malari's Mind and all of this in one go. Yeah, they get all of those checks done now and the save's going back to Cave of Flames, but they're going to have to go and check Malari again after this is done, so having to double dip Malari's Mines. Hendrus going to be making their way through Cave of Flames. Meanwhile, Brakeson going to be checking stuff out in town. Does get the shop roof item. Wondering why they're not quick walking there. I think they might have a quick walk set at the... Oh no, Brakeson. No, you've got the cane. You don't want to be doing this slow, minish movement when you've got the cane. If you quick walk out of the shop, then you can just rush to to Romeo's house to be able to use the cane on that pot to strength, and then you can come and get these checks much faster. Yeah, Hendrus save scum the Myth, Butterfly, not great. At least he's using remote bombs now, but yeah, when they saw... I believe the Myth Butterfly was on the Minish Path chest, and he could have saved after... And then when he checked the block chest, then he would have found junk there, reset, and then it would put him back to the beginning of Malari's Mines. It's just a slight modification of the save scum, which lets you keep the item that you found and still save more time and not have to do the full backtrack. But they're going to be finding, they're going to be checking out a couple of items here. We already saw a compass in Cave of Flames, and they just picked up a small key. Oh, there's the grip ring for Smash. That is fantastic. That is exactly what Brakeson wanted to see. That grip ring is going to let them go all the way back to Cave of Flames much faster than having to do the backtrack they did earlier. And yeah, Hendrus is going to be losing out a lot on that, because that is one of the checks that you want to be doing when you pick up your cane really early. If you get your cane like in town, going to lower Veil Falls is really important. It's very quick, and yeah, there was the grip ring. Saves so much time on Prenal. Yeah, people really do underestimate how much time the grip ring saves on Mount Prenal. Brakeson is basically already at Cave of Flames now, and they've just turned up at Prenal. It saves an incredible amount of time. And there's the bow. There is a bow in Cave of Flames. Brakeson is heading into Cave of Flames now, so we should see them picking that up as well. We will definitely see them get that small that bow, because of the small key positions. There isn't one at the beginning of Cave of Flames. They have to go through that section where the bow is to get their first move. But yeah, Brakeson definitely doing kind of the right thing here. You save at Cave of Flames entrance, then head over and check out the Beanstalk. Because the Beanstalk can just have items that help you at this point, such as a cape. Cape will help speed up Cave of Flames a lot. And there's the map for Hendrus. So we have seen both the map and compass in Cave of Flames. All of the items in the basement are going to be items. And there's the second small key. I didn't see a boss key. Was it on the entrance rupees? Because if not, then it's going to be somewhere in the basement. Oh, Hendrus, no. Hendrus, you have great spin. Don't do just that. You only try and do the quick kill when you don't have great spin. I mean, I think that's just 80% muscle memory. Hendrus is really goofing around. It looks like he's not really taking this seriously. He's just showing off. Right, Breakson checking out the Orphan Cave. Nothing in there. There's a nice cave you can just peek that has... You can peek the item and not have to go around the whole cave to go get it unless it's important. And, as always, there's our red sword at the Mount Frenel. And that was another Cloudtop's Kenstone as well. 3 so far. We're under half an hour in. We want to find 2 more, and that will give us... oh no, Breakson. Didn't want to accidentally bump into one of the enemies there, so he stopped moving, but then it flung him up over into the hole. Yeah, you want to release R. Releasing R there means that you let go of the mushroom and don't fly off with it, but if you release direction, then you fly up over the hole. You jump and pull back far enough, then you pull down. But yes, the Kinstones that we're looking for is 1 Veil Falls Kinstone, and then the last 2 Cloudtop's Kinstones. Hopefully they're not in 2 horrible locations. Oh, interesting here from Breakson. They're not going to go into Cave of Flames immediately. They're going to be handing that red sword in, and yeah, getting the items from Greyblade. I really wonder if they're going to just check Greyblade and then go back to Cave of Flames, or if after they've done Greyblade they're actually going to go to Western Woods. But they've also got Caster available because of those boots as well, so it's really hard to tell. Like, Hendrus hasn't found anything here well, apart from the bow. The bow opens some things in Caster Wilds. There's 2 checks that open with the bow. Needs a couple more items like the flippers. Oh, what was that? That was a Veil Falls Kinstone in the back of Cave of Flames for Hendrus. So Breakson definitely wants to be heading over to Cave of Flames, but they're not. They're heading down Mount Crenel. They're going to be going to Western Woods, missing out on that Veil Falls Kinstone. Yeah, this is very interesting how this seed is shaping out, because the runners' choices and decisions are making them sway wildly ahead and behind. Like all Hendrus needs to do after Cave of Flames is to head over to Lower Veil Falls. Well, they don't even need to do that. Well, yeah, okay, they need to go to Lower Veil Falls to get their grip ring, and then they can go straight up Upper Veil Falls and check out a bunch of items over there. Maybe they even find a sword in Veil Falls, which will be an alternate red sword, and then they'll be missing their red sword at Mount Crenel. But yeah, we see Hendrus pick up the boss key at the back of Cave of Flames. And in the meantime, Breakson is going to be doing Western Woods. Flippers in Cave of Flames. Oh boy, this is very interesting. I thought Breakson was going to be doing great for skipping Mount Crenel, Cave of Flames like this, but their gamble's not paying off, and there are items in Cave of Flames that they are missing out on. Didn't quite see what scroll that was for Breakson. Ibot didn't have a... Oh, sorry, Ibot had a scroll, but Percy does not have a scroll. Percy never has anything. Yeah, that moblin is called Ibot, because Ibot lost their 4 sword on that spot there once for skipping it. Okay, Dust Jar. Right, these two are having completely different item progressions here. Smash has the grip ring and the gust jar, and they also picked up a graveyard key. I believe the graveyard key was at the beginning of Western Woods. It was in the first drain pond, right? But yeah, Breakson has the graveyard key, the grip ring, and the gust jar, whereas Hendrus has bow and flippers, and the Baleful Kinstone. Wildly different items that could be. We have no idea what kind of progression there's going to be later on in the seed, and if whoever's made the right decisions here. Hendrus, stop killing yourself in lava, please. But Breakson isn't going to be staying away from Cave of Flames for too long. They are going to be heading back there immediately. Going to be picking up all of the items that Hendrus has just got. So now the ball is over in Hendrus's end of the court. After they check Malari after beating B-Rock here, what do? They just got the flippers, which gives a lot of access to things like Temple of Droplets. Also, Lower Veil Falls is a good shout at this point. If they go to Lower Veil Falls, they get their grip ring, then that will give access to their sword back here on Mount Crenel. Do they find another sword somewhere else? A sword in the other cave in Trilby. Yeah, because it will mean that they have access to Western Woods, and would it be that bad? I mean, getting lots of access to things early isn't great in this randomizer, because then you just go, okay, what now? Where do I go? Yeah, with bow and flippers, yeah, definitely going to do Casa. Yeah, okay, so the worst thing to happen to Hendrus would be finding that a sword in, like, Trilby or anywhere else that they check before finding the grip ring. If they check anywhere and don't, before finding that grip ring and find a sword, that's bad, because then they're going to be heading over to Castor and doing... And it would also be bad if there's nothing in Castor we don't know yet, because we haven't checked it. Hello Raiders from ZSR3. We have a Minge Cap Tournament Round 3 match today. This one is the penultimate match of the round. And the outcome of this match is going to decide a lot of the upcoming matches for the next round. Yeah, the beginning of this seed has been quite interesting. The runners have just been swapping item progression for item progression. Hendrus found the cane super early in... Well, I say super early. Earlier than Smash in the in Simon's simulation, and then went up Mount Crenel. Smash went to Mount Crenel earlier than Hendrus, and it meant at the time, so when they went back to town and then found the cane on Simon, but then they followed the cane up into Lower Veil Falls and found the grip ring, which helped them even more, and then they went up to the top of Mount Crenel and found their red sword, which took them to Western Woods, and after doing Western Woods, they're like, okay, I've got a cane, I need to just do Cave of Flames. But in the meantime, Hendrus has been doing Cave of Flames. They're both going to be getting items here. Smash does have a decision in the basement of Cave of Flames. Well, okay, it's not really a decision. It's basically guaranteed that Smash is going to full clear the basement of Cave of Flames, because the big key is located at the somewhere in the lava basement. We already saw Hendrus pick it up, so Gregson's definitely going to be getting their Veilful's Kinstone. And unless they skip the single chest in that is after the big key, they will be getting their flippers as well. Light arrows in the moat. But yeah, so Hendrus's progression right now is lower Veilfuls. So they came up to upper Veilfuls here. They're just going to be able to check one item here, and that cave that they just checked as well. But they need to head over to lower Veilfuls to get that grip ring, and then they'll be able to do the upper section. The next known progression that he can get is going to be his red sword at the top of Mount Krenel, up on the Krenel beanstalk. But when Hendrus picks up his grip ring, it's going to be the question of do they? Oh, he even wasn't going to go check anymore. Okay, he is going to stay in lower Veilfuls. Yep, gonna want to be using that grip ring to go up Veilfuls as well. Oh, picks up the dog food. Okay, lots of things telling him in all different kinds of directions. He's got the flippers, mitt, and lantern, which is and also the gust jar. All of that is access to the Templar droplets, and a big chunk of Templar droplets of that as well. Right, Smash picks up their Veilful's Kinstone. Both of our runners getting Veilful's Kinstone basically exactly the same time. Hendrus much closer to being able to hand it in and check it out than Gregson's current position. Alright, Hendrus, where are you going? Hey, that was a save. What kind of save is this? Okay, this is going to be a this is going to be a Mount Krenel grip ring check. They're going to go up Mount Krenel and check all of the items off that they can get with the grip ring. I don't know if it's just me. I think it's just me, but I'm surprised by how much people multi-dip into Mount Krenel. Like, to me, if you just put off Mount Krenel for a little bit, you're gonna get your cane and your grip ring somewhere else, and then you can do all the checks on Mount Krenel in one go, and then you avoid so much backtracking. Yeah, Brayson has picked up all of the items that that Hendrus found in the back of Cave of Flames. But Hendrus doesn't have the Gust Jar, actually. Where was that Gust Jar again? Was it in... Oh, it was Western Wood. That's right. Hendrus is still missing out on the Western Woods items, but they will be getting access momentarily with that red sword. Yes, that's right. The grip ring, graveyard key, and another item that is eluding me is located there. Another Cloudtop Kinstone for Hendrus, and there's the red sword as well. Oh, interestingly, Rayson already has the max wallet size. 900 already. It's quite interesting that you get the max wallet rupee, the max rupee wallet so quickly. And Breakson also has 10 hearts as well. To be honest, I wouldn't be surprised if both these guys start heading over to Temple of Droplets at basically exactly the same time. So Hendrus only has Greyblade left to do now. Then they're going to be doing Western Woods. Then once they've done Western Woods, it's either going to be do Castor or do Lake Hylia. And Breakson's already put off Castor, so I'm pretty sure that the flippers that they just got is going to make them go over to Lake Hylia. So we could be seeing both of them heading over to Lake Hylia at the same time. Hendrus? Hendrus? Hendrus, what are you doing? Oh no! Oh. If you accidentally quick walk there, you just ignore it. You just pretend that there was nothing there. You have to. It takes way too long to waste all of your time going all the way back there just for one check. It's not a worthwhile gamble to skip out on this check on your first time round. But it's an even. I say it's just about as equal of a gamble to head all the way back after quick walking. Like, you have to commit to your commitments. I mean, it's sure you accidentally quick walked out of there, but once you've accidentally done something, that counts as like an action you've taken, and you need to commit to it and follow through. You might not think it's the best decision, but if you just go back on it, you're just throwing time away. Like, everyone needs to take a page out of Nesman's book. Nesman makes millions of mistakes, but the thing is they commit to it. Because they make the commitment of, okay, I accidentally going here, I'm going to clear this area instead, or, oh, I bailed out of here early, it's fine, I'll just leave and not come back here for a while. It pays off. They win races because they make these kinds of plays. They don't bother wasting time going back to areas that they put off. Yeah, commit to your plays and commit to your derps. That's great advice. Yeah, Breakson wants to be rushing Veil Fools right now. I would be if I was them. I'm surprised Hendrus hasn't gone check Veil Fools. Yeah, I don't know, they might be thinking, okay, we've got a lot of Veil Fools Kinstones already, just 2 more, and we got early access to Palace. They may just be trying to find their last 2 Veil Fools Kinstones before, or maybe even 1 more Veil Fools Kinstone, then, sorry, not Veil Fools, Cloudtops Kinstones. If they get 1 more Cloudtops Kinstone, and then the last one could be up in Veil Fools or Cloudtops, there's a decent chance that it could be there. Then they can go and open Palace and 1 go straight away. No need to double dip Veil Fools and Cloudtops. Hendrus did open up Krenel. Sorry, Castor Wilds. They set a save scum there. They're gonna be checking out the items here. They currently can full clear Castor. There's nothing stopping them from getting every single item here. But in the meantime, Breakson is going to be heading up to Veil Fools. And yeah, this is definitely a flavor gamble by Hendrus here, deciding, nah, I don't fancy Veil Fools, I'm going to do Castor instead. But I would say pretty much in every situation, Veil Fools is a better play than Castor Wilds. We do see a book. Right, Hendrus also does have 7 scrolls here. They are going to be able to check the scroll item as well as the heart piece on Great Uncle Herbert. Two swords, 2 kinstones, cape. Is that all we need for go mode? Basically, yeah. Yeah, the real linchpin of this seed at the moment is the kinstones. I think the swords are going to be easier to come by, but it's those kinstones that they're going to have to look out for. Well, that was a lot of nothing. Oh! Okay. Okay, Hendrus finds the 4th Cloudtop's Kinstone in the Flipper's Cave in Minish Woods. This is a fantastic cave. You always want to be heading there when you have Flippers early. Fantastic play from Hendrus coming here and finding that Kinstone. If Grayson finds a Kinstone up here in Cloudtops, that's going to be great news for Hendrus, because when they head over to Cloudtops, they're going to be able to get access to Palace immediately. But they won't be able to go into Palace. They'll just open up the quick way of getting there. They still need to find one more sword and also the cape to be able to do anything in Palace. But it does look like Hendrus is actually going to be heading over to Lake Hylia. Yeah, I think in Hendrus's head right now they're thinking, okay, we're only missing one Cloudtop's Kinstone. Let's just hold off on Veil Falls for now. Hope that there's nothing really important there. Get other things that are required out of the way now, such as Templar Droplets. And then we can head there afterwards. And if we're lucky, we'll have everything we need before we get there. Because you will be able to save a decent amount of time if you can just hold off on Veil Falls and Cloudtops until you have your Ocarina, you have all of your Kinstones, and you have the cape as well as Smiths. Then, bam, you can just rush through all of the checks super quick. TMC, The Minish Cap. 2005 Game Boy Advance Zelda. Yeah, Hendrus has access to the back of Lomon Ranch, going to be checking out the secret cave. I mean, now that they're in the Lake Hylia area, they have a lot to be getting on with. Oh, and there's the blue sword. Blue sword in the dried up pond in Lake Hylia. Yeah, that blue sword is going to let them... Does it give them... Yes, that's right. It gives them access to Royal Crypt. Now, Royal Crypt isn't an element, but it is a very checked location, so it can be very worthwhile going there, even though that there's no element located there today. And we get a vanilla bottle on the doggo. Fifi has a bottle. Oh, and Breakson just gets the last item in Cloudtops. There is not a Cloudtops Kinstone located here, so the longer Hendrus waits before going up Veil Falls, the better. They may be able to do Cloudtops in one trip. In the meantime, they have gone into Temple of Droplets. They can be getting a lot done over here in Temple of Droplets. Yep, so this first ice block in Temple of Droplets has a has the boss key, and then after that they can check out the rupee path after the entrance. And welcome raiders from ZSR2. All of you have just come from the Minish Cap Weekly, and we're straight into a Minish Cap tournament match. Hendrus finds 2 kinstones in the path. That is the last Cloudtop's kinstone, and another Castle Wild kinstone as well. But very importantly for Hendrus, they have all of their Cloudtop's kinstones. They have their blue swords. All they're missing is a cape and a 4-sword for go mode. Yeah, this lead was swinging around wildly towards the beginning. Hendrus and Breakson were doing plays left, right, and center, and constantly changing their who was ahead or behind. Currently, Breakson just went up Vale Falls and found nothing. There was absolutely nothing there. Whereas Hendrus decided to go to. They most recently picked up their flippers, so Hendrus went to the Minish Flippers cave, finding a Cloudtop's kinstone there, and have gone through with the Mitts route into Lake Hylia to get another one. So that's the 2 kinstones that Breakson is missing. And also Breakson is going to be missing a their blue sword at the dried up pond at the back of Lon Lon. Yeah, pretty solid idea from Hendrus here. They've just got full access to Wind Tribe. The only downside to doing this is you don't have your cape. So Cloudtops is going to be a little bit slow. Gonna have to do some extra tornado movements here instead of being able to just jump over gaps with the cape. But yeah, Hendrus not finding anything here. Turns out his play was bang on the money, not doing Vale Falls immediately. Would have been nicer if they stayed around some other places first. Maybe doing Royal Crypt, but that's a big ask when you have not checked Vale Falls at all. You kind of really want to go to Vale Falls first. Yes, so when you're generating seeds, if you generate one seed, like with a set gimmick layout, and then you change one of the gimmick options, so if you go and change the tunic color, and then you don't change the seed number, but you just press the generate button again, it will generate an identical seed, but instead with the new tunic color as well. So you can generate multiple copies of the same seed, but with different tunic colors. And different, if you want, different follower NPCs, different heart colors. But you do need to note that there's some technical things with it that we can't guarantee that it will always be exactly the same seed if you change multiple gimmick options. For example, if you have one of them with rainbow hearts and one without rainbow hearts, they will be different. They will generate different seeds. So just double check the hashes after you generate seeds to make sure that they are exactly the same. Yeah, Breakson going to be doing a couple more checks here that Hendrus didn't do. We didn't see Hendrus get these checks done. The Minish checks in Lake Hylia. Going to be using the boots to get these. Yeah, interesting seeing Breakson decide to get these checks out of the way early, because these checks do take quite a while. They're not the fastest. There's some really dense locations here that Breakson can get quickly instead, but they're just being thorough here instead. They're going to be getting all of these items as they make their way through the area, not having to backtrack or jump around the place going for item density. Yeah, Hendrus are just checking back over exactly the same checks that Breakson did earlier in Cloudtops. There is nothing up here, but once they get all of their Cloudtops kinstones placed into the spots, then... Hendrus, no! What are you doing? We have been seeing this a lot from Hendrus today. They've been making silly dumbs. Both of our runners picked up their remote bombs right at the beginning of the seed, and Hendrus spent the first half an hour without using them. They were using their regular bombs, and then they finally switched over to remote. And Breakson showing us again the vanilla bottle on Fifi. We saw Hendrus do these checks earlier. Yeah, they're just going to be both covering each other's tracks. Yeah, I really do wonder what we want to be doing now. I mean, Breakson just picked up that blue sword. That might persuade them to go over to Royal Crypts. But they are in Lake Hylia right now, so going into Temple of Droplets is also a great idea. They'll be getting another one of their Cloudtops kinstones if they go into there, so don't want to be putting that off for too long.
No, they would not.
And hello, Hayden.
Noticed you were comms short, so I figured I'd help out.
Yeah, but we've got Hendrus and Breakson going today. They are both... well, okay, Hendrus is slightly ahead here. All Hendrus needs to get for Go mode is a sword and the cape. They are actually missing a cape. I mean, both of them are missing a cape. Breakson, as well as the sword and the cape, is missing 2 Cloudtops kinstones. And we do know where those kinstones are. They are in the entrance of Templar Droplets. Breakson didn't dip Templar Droplets, so they're missing out on one on the Rupee Path. And also the Minish Flipper's Cave has another one of their kinstones, which they're heading over to right now.
Okay, good.
But Hendrus has just handed in all of the kinstones in Cloudtops and is making their way up Wind Tribe. Going to be seeing some items that we haven't seen yet.
The question is Kate going to be vanilla?
I absolutely 100% doubt it. Is Breakson gonna... I'm surprised they didn't do Templar Droplets. I'm super surprised. I don't like it when people go to Lake Hylia and they don't dip the entrance of Templar droplets. It's not a dungeon dip. It's basically a set of overworld checks that are... It's like skipping Western Woods. It's like, why... There's Rupee Mania spots there. Oh! And Hendrus gets his last Kinstone.
Oh boy.
And that brings Fortress into logic for Hendrus. That is
Which is
not
gonna
what
be
he
go
wanted to
mode
see.
or no mode?
Oh no, that is not what he wanted to see.
I don't think he would either. In this
I mean, if
case,
he rushes Fortress now, if he rushes Fortress and finds the Full Sword and the Cape in Fortress, then he's in go mode at like an hour.
mhm.
Yeah, this is absolutely not a Jet Seed. The cane was on Simon. I think Breakson last locationed it. They went up Chronal without it, and then had to go back down the slow way, and then they got their cane, and then. But the thing is, Hendrus already had the cane earlier. Hendrus dipped into Simon before heading to Chronal because going to Chronal super early isn't the best decision. And yeah. Oh, to be honest, yeah, that's right. They have Sword and Cape are the last two items that you get in a vanilla playthrough. So, yeah. Wait, is Hendrus going to Deepwood as well? We're going to see both of these guys doing... Now, if you're coming to Deepwood from, like, by foot and without the ocarina, it's faster to go the regular way through Minish Woods, shrink down, and then swim through Minish Woods to the entrance of Deepwood. Because then you can just cut out the Minish Village section. That Minish Village area takes quite a while to get through in comparison to just dashing through Minish Woods and then swimming. Oh right, keys, that's a thing. I've been testing and playing a lot of Keysy recently, so sorry for not... I haven't been thinking about key logic much at all because all of the key doors are just open. But yeah, there is a small key at the entrance that Breakson found and gave access to the statue room. They didn't find any other small keys, so they're going to have to go through the vanilla Lily Path route.
You move it a little bit. There you go.
Yeah, the barrel's very finicky.
It is. Sometimes we question it, sometimes we don't.
In any percent, you get used to how much you need to move. You move the barrel for things to line up. You'll notice that we even start charging up our Gust Jar way before the barrel stops moving because we know like the barrel's going to move and rotate into position perfectly with that much movement. Yeah, we're working a lot on different game modes and experiences for the Minish Cap Randomizer, and Bluesy has been working on making hints for Minish Cap. They're not randomized. All they've done is they just generated a couple of seeds and manually placed hints with with hints on where your item progression is. And those are available to give a playthrough in the Minish Cap Discord. Alright, there's our big key in the back of Deepwood. Now, I haven't been paying attention to the dungeon items, so I don't know if we've seen a map or compass. That's really important that They're both things that you want to be keeping track of here in Deepwood. We have seen the map. Oh no, Grayson.
Oh no.
No, you don't. So there, you don't kill the Matterpillar. When there's one more small key available and you don't know, like he was on 3 small keys, a total out of 4, and they've basically done everything that was key locked. The only thing they hadn't done was the boss. So after setting that blue warp, you go and do the boss. If the boss has a small key, then you know, okay, the Matterpillar's got an item. There's a compass as well for Hendrus, so we know that the rest of the items are items. But yeah, if Breakson went and did the boss now, which is an element, you should do it basically away as soon as you get your boss key. Just go do the boss and then continue with the dungeon after. Yeah, as soon as they determined that there was no small key on the boss, then they could go bam. Okay, there's a small key on the Matterpillar. No, don't need to fight the Matterpillar today. Maybe Hendrus will do the same. No, Hendrus is going to go into the Matterpillar too. Pay attention to key logic, guys. Pay attention to key logic. Yeah, we saw a visible quiver on the heart piece. Alright, Breakson having to do this room with the flippers. This is just absolutely awful with the flippers, because if you make it all the way through to the last jump and you mess up the last jump, you have to go all the way back to the beginning because of the flippers. If you don't have the flippers, then you just respawn back on the last solid ground that you stood on. But with the flippers, you start swimming and then have to swim to the shallow water, which is only at the beginning. Right, and now Breakson's going to go and do Green Chew. And we'll be getting our second element. Yeah, Hendrus has just basically followed Breakson step for step through here. Wait, what are they doing? Interesting. Not sure if this is faster. I think I timed this. I'm pretty sure I timed this and it's not faster. I remember seeing someone do this before and I timed it and I didn't incorporate this in my route, so no, it's not faster. Especially if you had to already... Yeah, no. That's only available to you when you've already opened up the barrel. So the barrel's already open, you can just hop down and then jump onto the lily pad.
Okay. Sorry about that, I had to step away for a minute because people wanted me to figure out food.
But yeah, we see Breakson full clear Deepwood and pick up their element. Hendrus is heading onto the boss as well. It's so surprising how differently our runners can route a seed. Like, they were wildly different. They had, like... Hendrus had 3 different items that were completely different to Breakson's 3 completely different items, like, half an hour ago, and they just converged. Yeah, you see Breakson leaving Deepwood Shrine this way? If you leave Deepwood Shrine this way because you think it's the fastest, why don't you come here this way as well instead of going to the Minish Village? I can't remember where Breakson went. It was definitely Hendrus that went.
He came from the other way because he was picking up one of his kinstones.
That's right. Yeah, so Breakson can be let off the hook for that, but not Hendrus. Hendrus already cleared out the Lari area. They should have came that way.
But what if Hendrus never got punished for it and still managed to win?
Breaks in dungeon rushing. Yeah, at some point you just like you go, okay, I've got so many items. I'm hurting from putting off dungeons, so I'm just gonna go dungeon binge, do all of my required dungeons I have access to.
Which isn't the worst call in this case scenario, since we don't really know where Cape is.
Yeah, but
we're still also trying to find the Force Orb, so we're in go mode.
I'm just wondering what Hendrus is thinking with that deeper play, because they didn't get anything out of doing that, and they had access to it ages ago. The thing they just got access to was Fortress. Like, I think you really wanted to go to Fortress, actually.
I would make that play too, because it's still an option that Fortress is our go mode.
Like, Hendrus gambled specific locations and found all of their Cloudtop's kinstones. And their last caster kinstone was locked behind all of the Cloudtop's kinstones, so, you know, make that play.
Yeah.
If you've been making set gambles that have resulted in a certain kind of outcome, you need to take your advantages and push those forwards.
It's almost like when we take gambles in a run. It's like you need to commit to your plays and what you do.
Yeah, no, we've already had this problem with Hendrus this seed though. They went up Mount Crenel all the way to the beanstalk, walked out of the beanstalk, and then climbed the entire mountain again just to check the path finish chest, which had nothing. So they just wasted several minutes doing that.
Hendrus.
Like, you need
Come
to
on.
commit when you make a play. Like, it was completely by accident, definitely. Like, they did not mean to quick warp. It was just a reflex to seeing they got a red sword on the beanstalk, so he kind of panicked and go, Western Woods. Wait, no, haven't checked the last check, and then went all the way back.
I mean, it's just a common thing we do. When we get red sword, we think Western Woods, because chances are it's always usually had progression on it.
Yeah, and that's where I brought up Nesman, and Nesman makes tons of mistakes all the time, but the thing is he just goes with them, and it pays off so well for him.
It does.
He doesn't bother, he doesn't go, I accidentally quick warped here and skipped this chest. Yes,
when
I'm
it
gonna
comes to
spend 5 minutes
Nesman,
going back to it. Nesman just goes, no, I'm not going back there, I'm gonna go do something else for now. Or,
yeah.
Or, oh
Like,
no, this place isn't an element. I wasn't paying attention.
Well, he's making a mistake, but he's like, I'm not going to worry about it. I'm just going to keep pressing forward on what I think is right.
It's like, oh, I'm in a dungeon I thought was an element, but isn't now. It's fine. I'll just stay here and do this. I'm not going to leave now just because I realised it wasn't an element. I'm here.
Yeah.
I'm only going to like. If I leave, then I lose out on maybe finding something here. So.
He's one of our most top players that takes insane gambles, and they always pay off.
It's all about time as a currency for you as a runner. If you invest that time into going to a location, and then you leave immediately before getting the payout for it, you're just paying and getting no reward. It's completely counterintuitive for how you want to be getting value out of what you're doing in the game. Oh no,
you'll be fine, Bluesy.
Me and Bluesy were calculating this earlier, and Bluesy has a very large chance that they're going to be playing against a Dax next round, but there is one outcome where he plays against Nesman.
Is it where Nesman takes to lose?
It's where Hendrus wins today, and Candy wins tomorrow.
Oh boy.
So, if Breakson wins, I think it's certain that Bluesy's going to be playing against Dex instead. So, Bluesy's, as
He's
well
really
as Breakson
hoping
being
for
their
like
friend,
Bratson to
they're
win.
also cheering Breakson on because they would prefer a match against Dex instead of Nesman.
I mean, Bluesy, you beaten me in a tourney match. I don't think you would have many issues with Nesman, Kappa. It all just comes down to how these outcomes go.
Yeah, Hendrus is making a lot of very questionable decisions today. Doing Blue Chew this early in Tumbler Droppers? Are you sure? I mean, if it's got a cake, bravo, you just made a dumb gamble and it paid off. But I wouldn't be doing Blue Chew right now. You want to be checking your dungeon items first. Breakson has gone through the Dark Maze, and I didn't see the dungeon items they got. They got all of their small keys. If Hendrus gets paid off for this and retiring. Okay, well, I mean, okay. It's fine from Hendrus. Like, that rupee actually kind of saved him, because this means that there wasn't a dungeon item there, and if there was a dungeon item there, then Breakson 100% will be skipping Blue Chew, because they will just be able to do all of the other checks in this dungeon and then go, okay, my map's there, or something like that, and then they would never do it. But because it's a random item, they may clear the whole dungeon and then go, okay, there's definitely not a map or a compass on Blue Chew. I'll have to do it if I want to clear everything. Blue Chew doesn't take as long as people think.
It really doesn't. But it seems it takes longer, but it's not by a lot. It's like by maybe a few seconds.
Green Chew's exactly 1 minute. Blue Chew's like a minute 20. Because you have electric cycles. The dungeon's completable. Yeah, they both came in here with all of the items needed to get this dungeon done. There's the Flippers cane, Flippers, Gust Jar, and Lantern. They're the items they need, and Red Sword. Yeah, without Ocarina, do this now. I mean, they also have a sword. They also have shield and boots, which is the other consideration you want to make. Is like you want shield and boots to be able to do Octominute. Hendrus absolutely will be going for Octominute. Breakson, I know, has been practicing it and learning it. Hopefully, they will go for Octominute as well. Hendrus has 3 books now.
Oh boy.
Still no Ocarina though. Can't do Yalari without that Ocarina.
I mean, there is the chance we find Ocarina Golden Fortress.
I'm wondering what Breakson's advantage over Hendrus is. Because Hendrus has done a dip into Caster. You know what? I think that's it. I think they've basically done exactly the same things, but Hendrus dipped very quickly into Caster just to set the Ocarina point and do the quick check. And they also did Wind Tribe, and that's the time difference between where they are in this dungeon. Like, they haven't touched town in forever.
What all do we have left in town now?
Quite a bit. Did they do the waterfall and stuff? Because I thought they skipped all of that.
I think. Also, Braxton.
Oh no!
He's gotta go all the way back. That
I didn't see
feels
what they did.
bad.
Did they just do it immediately without hitting the the switch?
I think he forgot that the switch needed to be pressed.
You need to hit the switch first before you go for it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that is a big oof. You need to hit the switch to lower the pillars, otherwise you can't swim past. I'm guessing that's what they didn't do because, I mean, there's nothing else that can go wrong in there. Yeah, like you have to hit that switch.
Yeah. It's the only way you can get to that last check, so...
Yeah. Run glitchless, is all I can say, because you have to do that in glitchless, and if you make that mistake once, you'll never make that mistake again. It's one of the big time losses of the run. You'll lose like a minute and a half there. Yeah, Hendrus catching up here because of that mistake from Breakson. Yeah, now you've hit the switch, now you can do the glitch. You can do it from any one of those two entrances. Not sure which one is the fastest, I think it doesn't matter. Yeah, just getting one more check here in the lily pad basement. I think this is the last check that they have in the dungeon before Octo.
I would believe so.
Yeah, that is it. I think we've already seen the map and compass then. Yeah, the last thing left to do is go hit that blue warp and the last switch and then get Octo done. Is one going to be on Octo? Let's find out. Oh, Hendrus, no. Ooh. Yeah, one of the quirks with ice physics is that when you're great spinning, you know, normally when you great spin, you're always moving in one direction. Like, even if you don't press any direction buttons, you'll fly off in the last direction that you press. But with ice physics, if you don't press anything, you actually stand still with the with great spin, which makes it very easy to kill that Matterpillar. That Matterpillar is actually, I mean, once you get the great spin going, then it can be easier than the other Matterpillars to do the great spin. Hendrus? Hendrus, please. Thank you. Me and Hendrus have been doing comms recently in races where we've seen like both runners do the lily pad basement the vanilla way instead of doing the glitch to skip it. And also Hendrus also speedruns the game, so like I absolutely 100% sure they're going to do it. But moving the lily pad like that made it look like they were going to keep on going instead of doing the glitch.
That would have been big oops. But it would have made up time for Watson's little incident.
It actually, I would have just thought that they decided that they were going to go for the alternate strat, which is a lot harder because it involves pushing the lily pad along where the next switch is by the ice puzzle, and then you run off the lily pad, hit the switch for the ice puzzle, so that those barriers go down, and then your lily pad slides through. And it is faster than doing the respawn on the lily pad. Oh yeah, we've been calling it a glitch. It's not. This isn't a glitch. All you're doing is making the lily pad respawn. Because we do it in glitchless speedrun. It's not a glitch. The game doesn't know what to do, where the last position of the lily pad should be if it's moving whilst you do a screen transition. So it just puts it back at its normal spawn point. Yeah, we've got Smash doing Octominute here. Gonna see how this is gonna go for them. Okay. Looking fine. Oh, I don't like those rocks. Okay, that's good. That is 3 rolls. So if they do 3 rolls now, when Octo starts moving, perfect. No, okay, no, it was wrong. Yeah, he just he messed up the nip earlier and just happened to get a pattern which looked very similar to one that was a correct pattern, but no, I wasn't paying attention to earlier on in the minute. They must have made a mistake earlier. Yeah, the very beginning of the rock patterns didn't look right. It was just the pattern at the very end looked similar to something that is correct. So
it always just comes down to one very sequence of.
Oh, and okay, Smash gets 1 ink and then immediately follows up with a triple there. But Hendrus is going for Octominute now. Is Hendrus going to get the minute first try and save 30 seconds over Brayson in the Octo fight? This fight is about 2 minutes. Oh! Hendrus, did you just use your boots there?
Oh.
I think I swear Hendrus just used his boots, and that would have ruined the RNG.
Well, we'll have to wait and see.
Yes, I am very British. Yeah, get your kettles on, put those tea bags in the mug. Remember, milk goes after. Yeah, no, Hendrus didn't even bother trying to do the minute there. Yeah, no, Hendrus knew that they used the boots and messed up the minute, so they just decided that they were going to use the boots to dash into Octo. Yeah. This is just hope for the
One
best.
small mess up can just make completely ruin the minute.
Oh yeah, you press one button, that's a failed RNG manipulation. They're incredibly precise. I mean, well, I say incredibly precise. Octominute is actually one of the more lenient of the RNG manipulations we do in the speedrun. Vati and the Quad Stone minute are far more precise. Like if you're off by a certain number of frames, then it's not going to work. Yeah, it took them the same. They both did it with 1 ink, so it took them the same amount of time. Brayson, though, gonna be going to Caster Wilds, instead of going up to going up cloud tops and handing in their kinstones that they got. I'm really surprised by Rayson. Surely you just got your cloud tops kinstones. Don't you want to hand those in and open up Palace? Oh, okay, with the dashes are like 2 seconds each, so it's not that much of a difference. But yeah, coming out of the Octo fight, Braixen is slightly ahead time-wise, but Hendrus has done a couple more things than Braixen right now, so...
At this point, I see Hendrus just going to Castard and checking what's on Ruin.
This looks like Royal Crypt. Yeah, Royal Crypt. This is a kind of play I would have liked to see Hendrus do a lot earlier, in fact, but they decided that Deepwood and Temper Droppers were better ideas. Oh no, we don't drink tea for caffeine. I mean, if you do that, then you need to drink like 10 cups a day.
You drink it for the exquisite taste.
Oh no, we drink it because of the social pressure. Every time you go to someone's house, it's like, oh, would you like a cup of tea, dear? Yes, sure. You don't really want a cup of tea, you just don't want to be rude.
Seems legit.
God, I hope that doesn't get clipped and put in the highlights. Now that I've said that.
You know what's gonna happen.
Yeah, don't forget, with all of the Minish Cap randomizer tournament matches, if there is any incredibly funny or highlight moments that you notice in the race, don't forget to clip it and put it into the clips channel of the Discord, and we're going to compile all of them together and put them into a highlight video for the whole tournament. We're running pretty low on clips, not many people have been submitting them. I'm sure there's some highlight moments though, so yeah, remember, if you notice any, clip it and post it. Yeah, Hendrus has a very slight advantage. Not enough to say they're going to win. Remember, this is rando. Anything can change at any moment. Smash finds something here, they're ahead. Hendrus finds something here, they're ahead. It's as simple as that. This dungeon can still be all D. AD, all dungeons. Absolutely. If Hendrus finds something on the King, then all we need is something on Mazao, and then it's all dungeons.
Yep.
Oh, Smash using the sword beam there, finishing up that Moldoza fight rather quickly. Very nice. Right, what is Hendrus going to get? I really hope Hendrus saved before coming into Royal Crypt, because that would let them leave this, leave the graveyard instantly as soon as they see the item on the King, instead of having to run all the way out. Like, even doing a save scum back in town would probably been even better.
Yeah, but we're about to
Oh no! Okay, he does.
Okay, he did.
You
Good.
did have the save scum ready. Very good. Okay. Oh, that's right. Okay, I didn't quite see what they were doing there. I wondered why they came from the south. Yeah, they had the save scum. There
There's
and
our
Breaks
ocarina.
away. That ocarina at the end of
It was
short
on half
hiking.
hiking.
Yep, that was in logic a very long time ago. Hendrus could have got that about an hour ago. They were in this area.
Which means we can go check Iwari at some point.
Oh yeah, fun fact about the scissor beetles. They have solid. They have a solid hitbox inside them, which means that you can't roll through them, you can't cape jump over them, you can't boot dash through them. It's like there's a physical wall inside them which prevents you from going past them. In fact, if you go up onto an upper layer and then walk around in an upper layer, that like solid hitbox extends to the upper layer as well, so you can't actually walk over the top of scissor beetles. They're just blocking you all the time, so that's why it's very difficult to get past them. They're the only enemy with that kind of property to them. Please break some. I know you've just been playing a seed for an hour and 40 minutes and had no ocarina, but you have it now. Okay, he just equipped it. Wait, what are you doing? Okay, they're doing Gregor1 before they... I think they already thought they had Cloud Tops open. But you typically want to do Gregor1 at the same time as Gregor2 after you've done Cloud Tops. So, are they gonna... No, they're not going to do that. Oh, is this a Yolari fight? Yeah, that's right. Brixton got their last book as well, so that's 3 books, and they're handing the meme in. We're going to be getting a Yolari play at the same time as Hendrus is also doing town checks in the fountain. Doesn't have anything. But there's still 2 more checks in the library. And Hendrus doesn't get anything out of the fountain either. Where is our progression? Is it in Fortress? Should Hendrus have dipped Fortress far earlier?
I guess we'll just have to wait and see.
It's the kind of scary gamble that you kind of double guess yourself about. It's like, okay, I've done a lot of crazy gambles here and it's resulted in an early fortress access for a non-required fortress. Do I go there for my last 2 items? Hendrus has been 2 items from go mode for like 40 minutes. 50 minutes more like. They've had access to Fortress for about that long as well, and this whole time they've been thinking, no, I don't want to go to Fortress. So if there is going to be something in Fortress in the end, they're gonna be kicking themselves about that. Neither of them did well. Yeah, no, they didn't do the well after they first got the flippers. Yeah, I don't know. The well is one of those items that gets hidden. There's a lot of hidden items in town where they're very quick to do, but when you look at it on the tracker, you don't immediately go, yes, that's an item you can do, because they'll be placed in the same item box as another item, which is very slow and takes forever to get and has lots of requirements behind it. It's the same thing with Rem and the figurine house. They're both very quick items to do, and you should always get them when you're going through town. But the thing is, they're in the same block on the tracker as Simon Simulation, so you see that you have access to those shop items, and you may forget that you had them. Yeah. You may forget that you picked up the Karlov medal in the last dungeon you're in, or you picked up the mushroom, and you have the ability to hand that in and get a quick item done. But we're going to be seeing Hendrus do Cuckoos. Now, in the hash for this seed, there was flippers, and there was a chicken. So we were wondering, does Cuckoo games have progression? Oh, it doesn't. Okay. Oh, hype that up way too much.
Good
but
job,
Brayson,
you screwed up.
Yeah, Brayson is going to be handing in those last Gemstones and Cloud Tops, getting access to Wind Tribe and Palace. Now, we didn't find anything in Wind Tribe. Well, okay, we saw that last caster Gemstone in Wind Tribe, and then the question for Brayson will be: do you then rush Fortress? I think Brayson is going to do it.
I think so too.
They've been looking for something to guide them. They even haven't done Graveyard when they've had access for it. Though, if you had the option between non-required Royal Crypt and non-required Fortress, I think everyone would do Royal Crypt instead.
Yeah, it's much more shorter. And I mean, as much as we tend to say Fortress is go mode, it's not always the case. There are times when we haven't had it.
There are so many items in Fortress. That's the thing.
So you're kind of taking a gamble when you do Fortress.
Hendrus is back in cast. Are they going to rush Fortress? Or are they going to be doing checks? Okay, they're going to get this check.
I think he's going to do the checks first before he goes into Fortress.
I'm so surprised when you have access to Fortress, why not do it? But yeah, they'll get their Ocarina. Which is good. You do want your Ocarina before you go to Fortress, because then you can leave there quickly. Blue sword checks, yep.
I'll be surprised if we find a sword on there.
No, we saw Hendrus do this check earlier.
Okay.
Hendrus did this blue sword check on their first trip into Veil Pools because they put it off for so long. Brayson's going for it. Brayson's going for Fortress.
Oh, okay.
Right,
this is the game changer.
Someone make the gamble. Someone is brave enough to decide that yes, now's the time to do Fortress.
Will we find a cape and 4 swords? Time will tell. At this point, I do expect to at least maybe see our cape. I want to say our 4 swords gonna be on good old George.
I'm just wondering what else these guys are missing out on. I'm pretty sure we've all cleared town now. Did we see the Minish Woods Fairy?
I think we did.
Yeah, we did. And then we've also seen Goron Cave, right? I didn't see anyone go into Goron Cave.
I didn't see anyone go into Goron.
This is the only thing that's left. Well, there's also Librari. Brakeson hasn't done that. Okay,
There's also
Brakeson.
Yolari, which we haven't done.
We did check Yolari. Yolari was.
Oh, we did?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. It was a bomb refill.
It's a shame. Yolari's not getting enough love.
And then I would just say we did the Trilby business scrub, right? They got the shield rather late, but it was. Both scrubs were done. Okay, then, yeah, it's basically Fortress now. Oh, Hendrus, if you rushed here as soon as you had access 40 minutes ago. Brakeson only did the trophy.
Hendrus.
Okay, then so... Yeah, Hendrus gets the Ocarina.
Does he even, slash his sword?
Yeah, when did Hendrus
No.
do the Krenel business scrub then? I didn't notice that.
It would have to have been some time before I showed up. When was our first logical shield?
Oh, right after the Trilby one, okay. Now the question is, what's the first item we find? Is it the Four Sword or is it the cape?
I'm gonna say cape.
Because if it's the cape, oh god, no. Oh god, why? No. No, no.
You now know why I wanted to be the cape.
Because that means you either stick around here in Fortress,
Or you rush Palace.
or you go to your required element in Palace. And then, where's your Four Sword?
That's exactly why I wanted to be for the sword, because I
And
want
it's
to
not
see.
just... Yeah.
I want to see how the runners think.
The cape doesn't just unlock Palace as well, it opens up other things like Hype Cave, we got the Bell in Town and the Dojo too. I'm pretty sure if you find anything in Fortress that isn't the cape, you save in Fortress, use the Ocarina to go and check it, and then come back. Like, you just save Scum it quick. Like, if you find the Four Sword, you quickly go to School Garden and check if the cape's there. And if the cape isn't there, then you just save Scum back to Fortress. And then with everything else, like, what else is there? There's a Karlov Medal and a Kimball Trophy. They're the other fetch quest items that they could find. You just do the same.
But we will see.
Yeah, this isn't a last location from Breaks, and they're not last location in this, but there are many other checks that they would rather not do right now, and instead do Fortress. And just know. Do they have the... Neither of them have boomerangs. I just realised.
No. They do not.
We're nearly 2 hours into the seed and there's no boomerangs. But we do have bottle percent. I think we picked that up earlier, didn't we? It was in Wind Tribe. Sorry, Winter Inn. There's a long one, too.
Hey,
do anything.
no key.
No cape for here. Gonna have to ride these these platforms around the vanilla way. Yeah, Brixton didn't do Librari. What was that? I don't think there was anything there. And that is Hendrus' last locationing. It was 5 arrows, yeah. I'm basically certain that Hendrus' last location Fortress now. Not the place. He had access to this an hour ago, and yeah.
He could have gone there at any moment, but he chose to do Deep Woods instead.
Yeah, they full cleared the rest of the game instead. It's guaranteed to either be Vanilla Cave, like something on the Vanilla spot in Palace, or it's here in Fortress. Yeah, Hendrus' last progression item was the Castle Wildkin Stone an hour ago. And they've spent the last hour just getting elements done and
this is
going
very
to barren
quite the
locations. Not having Kate makes you forget how to do this puzzle, yeah. I was seeing Brixton, but now, yeah, the struggling here is painful to watch. Save! Save! Wait, if they were to save? They didn't save, so they're gonna have to watch the cutscene.
This is one of the reasons why we save scum here, because it saves us more seconds than just to watch cutscene when it's something that isn't like a key or a progression. Because it's way more faster and it saves more time than just to watch it itself.
We have seen both the map and compass in Fortress. Brayson pulls out his inventory and goes, "Where's my boomerang? Oh, that's right. Here's where I put my boomerang. If I had one."
Ooh, we just got a Tingle trophy. What if it's on Tingle?
I mean, you check the rest of this side. You go up to the lever, and then I'm pretty sure you save here and go to pick. Okay. That was also the Karlov medal. Yeah, you leave. Okay, there's the boss key as well. Pretty sure you combine this save scum here. After this, I mean, you can save right now. It doesn't matter, but yeah, you save after save before pulling this lever. If it's junk, you save scum it. You go back to the dungeon entrance. You loot away, you check both the Karlov medal and the Tingle trophy. If they're both junk, then you just save scum back to Fortress, and you don't even need to do a second save there. You get 2 save scums for the price of 1. That's right, you buy one and you get one free. Right. This is the Peril Beam for breaks, and they didn't save, so they're gonna have to watch this cutscene. Honestly, I'd save scum a Peril Beam at this point. You already had 7 scrolls and checked.
What more could you possibly need? If it was a
that was their last scroll. That was their last scroll. They didn't actually. Yeah, but they're gonna save and do the scums now.
Mm-hmm. If that scroll was anything else, especially a down thrust, I would have stuck around just to pick it up.
Oh, if it's if it's an item, if it's one that you can't see the color of, I'd probably let it drop and then go and grab it, because you never know what it could be.
For all we know, it could have been our split gauge or the longer charge of our great spend duration.
But they'd already picked up all of their scrolls before that point, so yeah. And okay, checking all of those items, they're all junk. I'm pretty sure we're going to see Hendrus do the same here. Hendrus can save a little bit of time here by doing save scums. but Hendrus is just slightly behind at this point. Like, not too far behind by any means. Like, this race isn't over. It's
No, wait, there's still a little bit more to go.
They're getting trolled by bosses, or simply making slight decision-making differences in the last 3 dungeons is going to be able to change the difference in this. Yeah, Breakson has got the boss key. It's going to hand the boss. It's going to do the boss fight now. Hendrus may decide to not do the boss straight away and instead go into the back. But I think the motivating factor behind this for Breakson is they have 3 small keys. So it's likely that one's going to be on the boss. Yeah, Breakson does have roll attack, but roll attack doesn't do that much when you don't have your full sword. Using remote bombs is far better for this fight when you don't have full sword. Lets you kill the eyes very, very quickly, and also the eyes inside the head as well. And also with remote bombs, you can guarantee that you'll always be able to get out of the head without getting grabbed, because you blow up 3 bombs and then you leave the 4th one on the ground, walk out of the room and then explode it just as you're walking out the room. Makes you feel like one of those action heroes that walks away cool, like whilst there's an explosion in the background. And just say thank you. Oh my
god!
Oh!
Oh my god!
No!
Yes!
Oh, that is stupid.
Oh, I guess I get my wish.
Hendrus, don't leave without checking the rest of these items here, please.
So, our dear friend Hendrus DM'd me. He said I earned my point.
Oh, okay. I mean, they're not done
I'm
yet.
clearly banned.
I mean, we are on a 15-minute delay, so we don't want to be knowing what's going to happen before the race is over for us. We're just over the 2-hour mark, and Breakson found the cape on Mazao. They haven't cleared up everything here in Fortress. So they're going to stay around here in Fortress and hope that they find their Force Sword here. Breakson hoping desperately that the Force Sword is here. Question is for Hendrus is how much of this dungeon are they going to do before they go to Mazao, and then what they're going to do after they get their cape? Are they going to stick around here and try and find a Full Sword here, or are they just going to leave and rush Palace and maybe find it there? Yeah, Hendrus is doing what I was talking about. You do a double scum with the same save. And as we saw from Breakson just now, both Tingle and Karlov are junked, so they're going to have to come back to Fortress. Aero.
If you go ahead and tell them.
So Hendrus has basically not found anything for the last hour because they full cleared the seed without checking going into the non-required fortress, which they had access to a very long time ago. Breakson managed to get in here earlier because they have quite a few checks left to do, but anyway, Kate is on Mazao. Non-required Mazao. Hendrus is last locationing it.
So, I guess I did good today.
I think this is Hendrus's fault, because I've been telling them for the last hour, when are you going to go to Fortress? And they've been like, no, why would you go to Fortress? Nah, I'm not going to go there. Like, we've been talking about this for so long during the seed. Hendrus has made a lot of plays which gave them Cloudtop's Kinstone. And when they went to Cloudtops, the item that they found was their last Cast of Wilds Kinstone. And they didn't follow up on it. And that's exactly what you need to do for the Minish Cap Rando. You have to follow up on the items that you find along the way. Like, Breakson took a lot longer than Hendrus to get that last Cast of Wilds Kinstone, and it took them far less time to decide that Fortress was going to be a good play. What did Breakson full clear fortresses now? I'm pretty sure they did, right? Yeah. So I'm not sure what Breakson's thinking, either that they're ahead or behind. If you just found your tape on Mazao at the 2-hour mark, I don't know. I really don't know what you'd be thinking there. But they're definitely doing Hype Cave now. From the looks of it, Breakson's going to go for a more thorough route here, where they get their Kate checks done before going to Palace. Because it's a very considerable gamble here, if you decide that you're going to rush Palace before doing any of these. But yeah, Breakson is one item from Go Mode now, and it's the sword. Just need that full sword and then we're in Go Mode. We did see...
Yeah, four swords on George. We've already been over
And there it
this.
is!
Oh, okay.
Breakson is in Go Mode. Yeah, Breakson avoided Graveyard, but Hendrus went into Graveyard. Okay, Hendrus is going to be doing Mazao now. This is very rough. This is... yeah. Hendrus is going to find the cape here, and unless Hendrus leaves right now, after they get the cape, they go to Hype Caving, they get a sword, then it's pretty much Breakson's game to lose.
Yep.
Because if Hendrus does that right now, they're within execution difference of you can just route the dungeon slightly differently, and it could be a toss-up. But the longer Hendrus waits before getting their full sword, the more and more time Breakson has. Oh yeah, if you have every... well, that's not really a thing. That's a thing if you use Cubes Tracker. But if you use mine or Deoxys' trackers, then no, you just look at the tracker and see if you have your down thrust. Wait, is there a Mazao-like boss in Oracle... in the Oracle games? Because I swear everyone gets reminded by, it's Gordon, isn't it? No, not Gordon. Godin. Godin is the boss of Tower of the Gods in Wind Waker. Because that's the one everyone gets reminded by. And there is our first boomerang. For
Right at
Brayson
the end of the run.
Yeah, they also get a big key, and they have 3 small keys, they just need 1 more, and then they have all of the small keys they need to rush Palace.
Yep. Quite the seed. Wouldn't you agree, Myth?
Oh boy. Again, oh no, Brayson, you can't.
No!
I think they just realized. Yeah, they just realized. It's like, no, you can't have time passing like that. To the right, there we go, okay.
There you go.
Hendrus staying around here even longer.
Hendrus, what are you doing? You had
Hendrus
your
played
cake,
all of
there's
the-
nothing more left.
Yeah, no, Hendrus hard last locations that Kate. They literally couldn't do anything else. They hated the idea of Mazao so bad that they went to the back half when they didn't even have the enough small keys to do it.
Oh, no.
Because and then they determined that the last small key had to be on Mazao, so they were like, okay, I'll go get that small key on Mazao and then come and check the vanilla boss keys chest. Not even realizing that, oh, maybe the boss could have it. And yes, the boss did have it. That was your progression here. Right, Hendrus, what's your play? Town.
Okay.
Gonna check the bell. Also gonna check Swiftblade. They're 2 checks you want to do here. Losing Hendrus even more time. They just need to head over to Lake Hylia straight away. And there's our Jabberna.
Hey! Showing up at the end of the seed, validated.
Yeah, Brayson is just getting quick checks along the way, just hoping to find their last small key. Just need 1 more. Ooh, do not recommend using Great Spin on these guys. On Aero and Hayden.
Which one is which? We may never know.
Yeah, definitely. You want to bait them into throwing their chain by doing a cake jump over them. They always get baited into doing an attack that way, and then it gives you a lot of time to deal damage to them in the meantime. But yeah, that is all of the small keys for Brayson. Brayson, you don't need any more! You've got 4 small keys. Rush, Georg, you're in go mode. Stop checking. The Hendrus is in Hype Cave. They're going to be finding their 4 sword any moment now. In the next chest is going to be their 4 sword, and then they'll be in go mode. Yeah, that is go mode for Hendrus.
Now he'll be making his way to Palace.
Hendrus speedruns any %. And in the any % speedrun, we do exactly the same Palace in the first half. So our execution for it is very good, and we can go through the first half very quickly. So Hendrus will have a little bit of an advantage there, but it's not enough to catch up. He's gonna have to rely on making the correct gamble in DHC, on choosing the keys. And also just getting better Vatty fights as well. But the Vatty fights will make up another big chunk of the difference, but this is very sketchy for Hendrus, and he has to do a lot of work here to catch up. Any mistakes from Hendrus is going to throw it for him. And yeah, it's Breakson's race to lose right now. Hendrus is relying on Breakson to make some kind of mistake. Because if Breakson makes us just solid play through the rest of this, then they've got this. The cape jump past the Bomberosa. What, we cape jump into the Bomberosa to get through there. Well, yes, but no. Oh, Hendrus has messed up the bomb strat here and is gonna take extra cycles to kill these Wizrobes. But basically, because Veil Fool's access requires the bomb bag, I'm pretty sure, I think it considers using bombs there to throw into that guy. I'm not actually sure, I haven't checked the logic file in there for a while. Let's have a check.
Yeah. Now I'm intrigued.
No, there is no bow or boomerang check there in logic. Oh, Hendrus isn't mad. We get bored during Palace, so we sword mash during the riding sections.
It'll pass the time.
Yeah, it's part practicing our mashing and boredom.
Yeah.
They're the two things. It's very rare that we're so mad that we're just furiously mashing the sword button. It's normally after we just picked up an item that we like get bombed out and blow it up, or sword slash the chest a bunch of times.
Alright, and Bratton finally has his final helmet, so he'll be making his way to DHC.
And that brings on us. That's a comment. Okay. But anyway, the bet for DHC, as we go through Dark Horror Castle, we are going to be looking for our boss key. And the bet is, how many items is Breakson going to open before they find that boss key? You can choose any number between 1 and 9. And damn you stole my bet.
Who, me?
No, Void.
Oh.
I guess we'll go... Ah, damn it! Snipe!
It's night! Well, I guess you don't get the bet today.
Yeah, no bet from me.
It's cool. In this case, everyone's a winner.
All very nice there from Hendrus. Yeah, that's how you want to kill Arrow and Haven. You cape jump over them or also to spook dash through them first to bait them into doing their attack, then you charge a Great Spin.
I guess I'm in the afterlife now. I've been killed twice.
Yeah, that is Hendrus's last small key, so they're just going to be rushing the rest of this dungeon down. Okay, Breakson is going for King first. Now, the only way that doing the King first pays off for you is in a 12% likelihood chance that it has a boss key. If it has any other items, doing it first is either slower or exactly the same amount of time as not checking it first. And I wouldn't say 12% is a gamble that's in your favour. Yep, no, that is a map. And the King is also the longest check in the entire dungeon. It takes over a minute to do it. And there's no way of really speeding it up at all, so yeah. There's a small... Okay, yeah, now they're going to go to the red wall. Not going to do the clones first, because if the boss key is on the throne, then, well, they're going to save time from not having to do that check. Right, now for the worst room in the game. The second cannon room. Alright, they're lined up. Sword swing, and gets it first try. Yeah, that room is just precise enough that being at this point in the run, you're very stressed because you're in go mode. You don't know where your opponent is. They could be moments away from finishing before you. You want to finish as quickly as possible. So you're getting a bit anxious. You gotta keep calm, because being calm during that room is the most important thing. He pulled the throne?
What?
Fun fact.
You don't just pull a throne. You push the throne. Good sir.
Pulling the throne is slower, but it's just a meme that people do now.
Well, I mean, a bit ballsy, but you know what? I'll give him props for doing the meme.
Right, Hendrus is about 5 minutes behind. 5 minutes is not enough to catch up. If Breakson just makes bad decisions, then it's not enough to catch up. Breakson will have to have a death on Batty to give Hendrus enough time to catch up at this point. So it's just up to... Oh no.
Ooh.
No, Breakson. Don't do that. Oh, I'm gonna reset the room, okay. Yeah, all of these rooms in DHC, they're not hard. They're just tricky enough that a little bit of nervousness from you and you're going to be making mistakes. Hendrus. Hendrus is doing all the memes today, okay. Right, he did what's known as the Q-dot bonk. You miss the switch on in that
Room.
Wherever that is, in the under walkway outside of Hyrule Castle. Yeah,
The secret pathway to get to the
in that secret path, you bonk against the wall, and the switch is placed exactly far enough, one bonk distance away, so you land exactly on it after bonking against the wall. Yeah, Breakson has got 2 items so far. Sorry. No, they have collected 3 items so far. Oh, a little bit slow. They're not going to be able to do this on the quickest cycle. Yeah, had to do one extra cycle after that. Oh, tell me about it, iBot. Basically, Breakson winning here means that I have to play against Francois. If Hendrus won, then I would be playing against Breakson, but yeah. Yeah, and Breakson winning here means that they're going to be playing against Nesman in the next round. Lots of people are getting matchups that they are like, what? Why am I getting this kind of matchup? I've been losing matches. Why am I playing against people that are really good? I mean, we did see the tournaments. It's just that people matches that we thought that they would win because Rando is Rando. And also with skill-based seeding, so if we did seeding matches beforehand, people could purposefully not. Well, there's some element of gaming to it. You can like, depending on how good you are, you can choose where in the seeding that you end up.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, Hendrus. Misses the bomb strat. Gonna go for a backup clone, misses that. Going for spin attack. Okay, they get it. Meanwhile, Breakson in Northwest Tower. Wait, was that's all small keys for Breakson?
Yeah.
Already? Gonna check the vanilla chest? Oh my god.
It's vanilla BK.
It's vanilla and it was... Was it 6?
I don't know. I wasn't paying attention. I want to say it was 6.
Yeah, Breakson made the... Well, apart from doing the king, if they skipped the king, then that would have been the fastest route of that DHC, because they got all of the small keys in exactly the right places. All the other towers are going to be junk. Did Hendrus skip king? Pretty sure. The king wasn't a small key, the king was a map. Wait, they must have... Oh, did Hendrus do king? Okay then. Right, there's Breakson finishing up the darkness very quick. Hendrus did clones. No. Wait, is it? Hey, because the king was 100% a map. 2 towers, because there's one small key in the... Am I just miscounting where items are? Yeah, throne. There was a small key on throne as well. Yeah, that was where the small key was, yeah. Then they're gonna get another small key here, and then the last small key in... Did they do 2 towers?
I think they did.
What was the other tower they did? Oh, they did both the north towers, didn't they? Wait, why did they... I'm so confused. That route doesn't make any sense. I swear they went to northwest first. Did they not do northwest first? Did they sneak in a cheeky northeast before, without me noticing?
I think they did.
And they've already done Betty 1, they're on Betty 2 right now. Yeah, no, Hendrus, yeah, okay. Yeah, so it was 2 towers and it's 7. Unless Breakson managed to do a sneaky 2 more after that as well. Like, they actually did all towers, just without anyone noticing. Nori, did you bet 7? Oh, it's definitely rigged. Oh, Breakson really cautious here that... Oh... Yeah. Breakson, you gotta do Great Spin. I'm telling you now, Great Spin is the strat on Batty 2. You charge up a Great Spin before you hit the red eyes, and then you Great Spin into him. It lets you kill all of the purple things that are in the way whilst you're dashing towards them, and you move quicker with the Great Spin as well with clones. So yeah. Then you just bump into Batty 2 until you hit all of the eyes, and then as soon as you start dealing damage, like as soon as you register the first Great Spin hit on to Batty, then you kill your clones with R, and then it'll instantly end the fight. It's the fastest way of doing it. Yeah, Hendrus is going to be grabbing their last small key here as well. But it is too late. Breakson is on Vati 3 with a large amount of health.
Yep. So, I mean, that is that.
Little bit slow with the jumping off the miniature of the eye there. But finishes off the last arm. Gonna play tennis with Betty now. Nails the first hit. Yeah, very nice that they got good RNG from Betty there. Betty can just decide to ignore you and decide to do an electric attack during the first cycle. Right, second cycle done. Time for the last hit. The boss key.
Nothing could possibly go wrong here.
Pixel too far to the left? Yeah, the left-facing pixels are quite precise, but they get there.
And that's that. GG.
GG to Breakson. I think we're going to have them join for an interview,
Yep.
and
There's the Hendrus.
oh, here's Hendrus.
I clearly already know I'm banned because you DM'd me,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
we can skip that part. Indeed.
You know how long I was shouting at you to go to Fortress? For like an hour.
Yeah, probably. I don't know. I just couldn't decide whether or not to go to Fortress or to be like, okay, so either Gordon has the cape, or the entirety of Fortress is just going to be the red herring this time. And I don't know. I actually tossed the coin, and had the coin decide, don't go to Fortress.
Yeah, because you hard lost location that cape. There was
there was still the
okay,
vanilla
the one,
cape,
the
but
one
yeah,
chest.
apart from that one. But yeah.
You never do that, like, no.
Never. I actually considered it. I was like, okay, do we do it or don't do it?
Because before the hour mark, you had all of your Castle Wild Kinstones.
Yeah.
And, like, as soon as you got access to it, I was like, oh, that might be a gamble to consider, because the one item you got from that, like, you managed to, like, god route the Cloud
first half
thing very quick.
Yeah.
So, it was just the Cloud Top Kinstones. You got them far earlier than Braixen, so you got access to Cloud Tops and went there like straight away. You got that Caster Kinstone. That was the only thing you got from that play. That pushed the one advantage you know you have over your opponent.
Yeah. Yeah.
You made dipping the Flipper's Cave in Minish Woods and then dipping droplets for those. Yeah, like you should have known that you were ahead at that point, but or just in terms of
the entire time I felt like, okay, I'm behind. I gotta get that cape. Cape is probably somewhere deep in either in droplets or in deep wood, so I better do those dungeons first. Because usually when you try to when you try to avoid dungeons for your mode item, usually it's in those dungeons when you try to avoid them. You know how it goes. But yeah.
And
I'm never going to be able to top that cape placement.
Oh yeah. Watch that fancy body chip kill here.
Yeah, but it's not great.
I'm so happy I got that. Yeah.
It's objectively
that's
slower
not great
because you're not using great spin.
But still, I'm always happy to get that. But yeah, you were saying?
Remote bombs. You can press select on the start menu to equip them.
Oh my god!
And failing all the roll lifts too.
I know. I know. I more or less just
You felt the need to do a bit of dominance.
I blame 80% muscle memory for this one. Because I could do... Yeah.
When was your last 80% run?
That was my PV, the last one. That was like probably 2 to 3 months ago.
Exactly.
I'm still going to blame that one, though.
Fair enough.
But yeah.
Yeah. At the beginning of the seed, Hendrus, you got the cane first before going to Krenel. And then as soon as you got the cane, you were like, okay, let's rush Krenel straight away. And you missed the grip ring on the South Balefools. Braixen, you went to Krenel first before getting that cane. And was it? I think you were last vacationing it. You might have had a couple more tricks to do.
Hang on. They picked up the grip ring before the cane. The grip
No,
ring was
they got the
cane-locked.
cane. No, they did Krenel first.
Okay.
Like, you got locked out there because they didn't have grip ring or the cane. Went and got the cane, then got the grip ring straight afterwards. So
that's
they got
handy.
to do Krenel a lot faster than you. So.
Yeah. Also didn't help that I forgot about rain chest. When
just skip
when
it.
I climbed up Krenel. Thing is, I actually watched the clock. So going from Greyblade to rain chest, that's a minute and like 10 seconds. And I think I gladly take that opposed to the, that little telling in the back of your head. What if your cape is there? What if your sword is there?
Yeah, we were talking about this earlier, and this is basically what Nesman does and how Nesman can do so well. Nesman makes loads of mistakes like that all the time, but the thing is, what they do is they just roll with it.
Yeah.
When they let their routing be like dynamic and flow over time, so
Yeah.
if they make if they make some kind of play like that, they never go against it and go, oh, okay, I'm gonna spend time and go and check that just in case, because you're just throwing
Yeah.
time away.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But I was going like pure gut feeling today. Being actually very thorough with things. And like, okay, I want to go that way first.
I'm just gonna GG's Smash Brixton and Hendrus, and I would like to ask you, Smash Brixton, what you thought of the seed, because you've been quiet.
I think your microphone is...
Muted.
Maybe the actual mic is muted. He's not muted in Discord.
Maybe?
Yeah, we can't hear you.
Things
Good
go
old
well.
tech issues.
Yep.
But we do say GG to you, and good luck on your next match against Nesman.
Monka S.
This match has just decided basically the top half. Oh, you're here.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yes.
I was wondering
Okay,
why you were
thank you.
quiet. Yeah, GG's.
I'm actually glad now that I lost.
Okay.
I'm
Oh, no,
not. I'm not.
Hendrus,
You weren't
Yeah.
there was
playing
one
Nesman if you won.
outcome where you wouldn't have faced Desmond, and it would have been Boozy. And that
Okay.
would be all determined on Tom Sharky and Candy's
Yeah.
Crystal's match. Where if
So,
Yeah.
Brayson, if you lost, you would have had to play against me. But
Okay.
because you won, you're playing against Nesman. So, yeah,
Fine.
you have three outcomes.
No, it's
Take your
okay.
poison, basically.
Mhm.
I get whatever I get because I forgot about the well my last race.
Oh, yeah.
I was trying to answer the question that was asked when my mic was muted. The seed was stressful because the cape was so late, and there was a lot of things the cape was useful for.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Mm.
So I'll take that as a ban.
I don't know.
Just ban him.
Oh, Okay.
You made me go through Cloud Tops without cape twice.
That's a
I
ban.
think
I'm
Hendrus,
not
you need
reading
to
do
ban
it.
your coin. The coin you flipped. Yeah, I think you need to ban that. Just yeet it out the window. There's a bad luck coin.
Yeah.
I can just take that coin off your hand. I'll use it for a rainy day.
There's a coin
No.
shortage in the US.
But it's not actual money. It's like it's one of those things you use for Yu-Gi-Oh to
No,
It's
it'll be
what's it called?
it'll be
Merch.
used in the events where I feel the need to, do it to myself.
uh, yeah.
Trying to be
that's the
really
coin of
careful
bad
with my
decisions now.
wording.
Yeah, that's not going to be the coin of bad decisions.
So yeah, this match has decided a lot of the matchups for the next round. So our winners bracket, the four runners that have had 0 losses so far, Sean, Luna, Goldfish, and Superman. That's now been decided. It's going to be Sean versus Luna, and then Goldfish versus Tuberman.
Oh
And
boy.
that,
Ooh.
the order I just read is the order that they're currently in the standings. So Sean is currently number 1 on the board at the moment.
Oh boy.
Nice.
So what am I still racing next round for? Just for replacement?
Yeah. If it kind of depends on, but yeah, like if you finish 4-1, you're still guaranteed a place. If you're on 1 win, yes. So you need to win the next 2 matches, basically.
Wait, but you said the top 4 was decided already.
Oh no, they're
No,
the
just
four,
for-
like they can if they win if like any one of them can still lose 2 matches in a row and get knocked out.
Oh.
He just
okay.
meant
But
for
it's just in the current standings.
yeah, Swiss round 4. That's what he meant, right, Myth?
Yeah.
Not like the end.
Yeah, no, we're not at the end yet. But yeah, and the top of the so that they're all of the runners that are 3-0 at the moment. So they're the 3-0 matches. The 2-1 matches. The top of the list is currently flanked by me and Nesman. I'm at the very bottom because all of my opponents suck. Nesman's at the top because they got good opponents. But yeah, so it will be Nesman versus Breakson, and then we don't know. We have to wait till tomorrow and find out the result of Sharky versus Crystal, Candy Crystal, because whoever wins that, I think it's going to be Bluesy that is up for points there. Then they can move up or down there. Actually, no. Thinking about it now, Bluesy will be playing against Dax definitely, no matter what happens tomorrow. Because currently Dax and Splits are together on the board, but Dax and Splits have already played a match together, which means that Dax will be playing the next person down on the list, which is Bluesy. So no matter the outcome of tomorrow's match, Dax and Bluesy will be playing together. I'm assuming so. Ibot, if you're here, please correct me if I'm wrong.
I think Ibot is here, so he'll be able to correct you.
And then we will have Splits versus Thy Dark Horse, then Trent versus Nimbus, and then me versus Francois. Wait, who?
Ooh,
Ooh.
that's nice. That's a nice matchup.
Has Sharky...
I'm gonna call dibs on that match. The Comet.
Same.
Yeah. And then it will be Shocky versus Mashi. Wait. Someone came in here earlier and said that they're rooting for Shark, one of their opponents. Wait, did Ibot, was that you? Oh, okay. Yeah, Sharky can get. Oh God, that's right. Oh no. Okay, my match versus Francois is still up for this. Okay, yeah, I could be playing against Sharky tomorrow if Sharky wins. So come on, Sharky, let's go. You can do this.
You're putting a lot of feet in Sharky.
Come on, Sharky, you're the man. You got this.
Myth, you remember what happened the last time when you put feet in me against Ruthie? That did not go so well, so I'm just pre-warning you. Be careful when you pick your poison.
And then, yeah, everything else lower down is decided by the match tomorrow, so we won't know until then.
Alright, well, do any of our runners have some final words before we get this over to Nori?
Honestly, if the if the cape would be on, if he would have been on Gordon himself, that would be perfectly fine. But like, just Zephyr swooping that thing in, that was the icing on the cake, Hayden. Oh, that was great.
There were probably lots
How'd
of
you like
places.
that?
There were probably lots of places that Cave could have been that would have given Hendrus the lead on.
But it was
pretty much
just
full
that
dip it,
one
yeah.
that with the perfect
Yeah.
the cake.
Oh well, that happens.
It was really hard to tell who was ahead or behind because you were swapping out places all the time. Like, there was one point you didn't have, and then Brigson, you had 3 items and have, so like it was just like completely wild. It's like we don't know who is where ahead or not. It's just down to the plays, and Hendrus
all
was
the
on
way
the
down
right
to those
lines
plays.
to get the right progression point, which was the cape, but just never followed up.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh well. It was fun
That's
playing.
Rando.
Thanks.
You're welcome. I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Yeah, I did.
Now we get to enjoy an Arrow Seed roll for Mip and Francois.
Yeah.
Unless
Hopefully.
Sharky wins.
Yeah.
Come on, Sharky.
No, I'm rooting for Candy. This is the one time I root against Sharky.
Okay.
I hope you all win.
It's ready to wrap things up. I'm Gigi Smash Breaks
Yeah.
and Hendrus. It was a great match.
It was.
Because it seemed to be a bit stressful, but it made for good viewing.
It was
good
I'm very
viewership.
hungry. I'm ready to go.
Okay.
See ya.
See ya.
It,
Okay.
It was the perfect thing for me to come into after just finishing up a weekly.
Thanks, Myth and Hayden, for the
Yeah.
commentary. And
No
thank
problem.
you, Bluesy, for joining me on tracking. So next match is tomorrow. I don't remember exactly what time it is. Oh wait, hold on. It is at 2 p.m. Eastern, 1800 UTC.
Yep.
So still looking for volunteers for that. And we do have other stuff going on ZSR, but I know it's getting late for people in the EU, so we are going to wrap things up. So thanks everyone for joining us, and we hope to see you soon. Bye.
See ya.
Yeah.
See ya.